What's up? Happy Money Monday, and welcome to another newsletter. This new thing that I'm trying out, a weekly video newsletter where I talk about what am I up to? What are the things I'm thinking about and pondering? Very casual, very chill. So if this is your first newsletter watch, hello. Thanks for watching. Today, I'm not in my normal hippie office. I am at a hotel room in Las Vegas. It's bright and early here. Let me give you a quick tour. Here's the hotel room. It's got this couch, table, bed. Yep, that's pretty much it. Here's the view. I'm on the 30th floor of the Marriott, as we can see here. And then this is apparently what Vegas looks like. Yep. There we go. So I'm going to keep this pretty short, but I actually was thinking about this before recording and wanted to talk a little bit about this thing that I'm noticing. So I'm here for a business trip. It's I guess it's a retreat, or it's like a 4-day training. It's really focused on technology in your business and honing in on what's the key bottleneck of your business, the key constraint, and then addressing that, and then specifically using AI in a way that can support you in growing your business and overcoming that one constraint. So today is the second full day. And so far it's been a bit of lecturing and conversation. And then today is going to be more of the implementation of it. So I'm really excited because I'm seeing all the potential possibilities here. And also my relationship with technology and AI is very particular because I believe I am the asset. I have value to share, and I don't ever want AI to write for me or pretend to be me. That's not my vibe. I want every piece of content that you consume from me, whether it's this newsletter or something on my Instagram or my emails that I send out or my podcasts. I want that to be me. That's really important to me. But if I can use technology to expedite some of these back-end systems and processes, I'm all for it. It's basically like hiring an employee. So anyway, I will give you more details about what I learn and what I take away. I'm still in the middle of it, so it's hard for me to really narrow in. But the thing that I'm really noticing, which is so cool, is the fact that I signed up for this and the fact that I am in this room. So it's a small group of us. There's the leader, and then there's 5 of us who signed up for this trip, this 4-day intensive in Vegas. Now, one, and I talked about this a little bit in last week's newsletter, was it was hard for me to say yes to coming on this trip because the timing sucked. Next week, I'm going to Costa Rica for a week. I already had that retreat and that trip planned. I already had flights booked for that. I had already cleared my clients and my schedule for that week. This was the week before, and it was multiple thousands of dollars to attend that I wasn't planning on spending. It was getting more flights and therefore figuring out am I going to fly to Vegas and then back to Boston and then to Costa Rica, or am I going to stay in Vegas? I'm staying in Vegas, so I basically lost the money on my flight from Boston to Costa Rica in the first place. I have to figure out, I had to move my schedule around, clear out anything that wasn't clients and figure out how can I be here for this full intensive training and still maintain my clients, because I'm not going to take my clients off 2 weeks in a row. And I didn't plan in advance for this. So it was really stressful. I was I do not want to do this. And also at the time too, I was I have no desire to go to Vegas even. I never planned on going to Vegas in my life. So there's multiple reasons for me not to come here, but I just knew this was the right next step. I knew from my conversation with this person, there was something inside of me that said, ooh, this is really good. I know this is going to take my business to the next level. I know I'm going to get so much value from it, where even though I do not have the money to spend on this right now, I wasn't planning on spending this money. I know it will pay for itself at some point. It will, it just has to. So I made the decision to come here. And I'm glad that I did. But what I'm noticing now that I'm here is of these 5 people that signed up for this, I know the facilitator the least. All of them have some kind of standing relationship with him and have known him for a little while and have like interacted with him and engaged and like done his work before. Like they've learned from him. Whereas me, I was like, yeah, we had a half an hour conversation, just like casual networking conversation because we met networking. And that 30-minute conversation turned into a 90-minute conversation. And then I said, yes, I'm coming. And I paid for this trip. I literally knew this person for 90 minutes. And I was like, yes, I will spend thousands of dollars and clear my whole schedule. And I don't really know what I'm getting into, but I'm coming. So I know this person the least. I am the youngest person in the room, which is normal. I'm actually very used to being the youngest person in the room since I've, on all like the women's retreats and trips I've gone to, like it's very common for me to be the youngest or one of the youngest. But especially in this container, not only am I the youngest, I'm the youngest by a lot. Like these people got multiple decades on me, all of them. They've also been in business so much longer than me. So most of them like several decades longer than me. And I am the lowest income maker. Some of them are making 25 times more what I'm making. And like are doing so much bigger businesses than me. So this is like the room that I am in right now that I walked into. And what's so cool is I can see very clearly like how I have grown, how I have changed now by being in this room. Because when I first started attending retreats, and not even like business focused retreats, just women's retreats, I felt really intimidated in that room. It brought up all my gunk and insecurities of not being good enough, trying to like prove myself. Like everything came up when I was in a group of people. And this is why I love putting myself in rooms and being in groups, like especially in person, traveling, attending a retreat, being in a completely different environment, being with a totally new group of people, like being completely outside your comfort zone. But also I noticed this too for like group programs that I invest in, is when I put myself in other rooms, it's such a mirror to myself. Like I see myself in ways that I don't in my day to day. And so what I'm seeing now is, even though all these things are true, where I'm the youngest, I'm the lowest income person, like I don't feel intimidated or insecure. And I feel like I belong in this room. And yes, there's a part of me where I'm like, ooh, I have a lot to learn from these people, and that's exciting. And I'm going to be in this energy of learning. But at the same time, I also have this thought and belief that like I have so much value to provide. I have some things that these people don't have at all. So it's really cool because I feel 100% solid and certain and confident in who I am and what I do and in my business. I'm not intimidated by the age difference. I'm not intimidated by the income difference. I'm not intimidated by any of it because I paid to be here. And if anything, I think like we can use this comparison against ourselves in so many ways, especially when we do put ourselves in higher level rooms and it does bring all that gunk to the surface. Like I could easily use all of that as evidence against me. But instead, I actually use all of it as evidence for me. Where I'm like, heck yeah, like look at, I make such powerful decisions in my business where I know what's the right investment for me and I'm willing to leap on it even when there's multiple reasons to say no, or it's scary or intimidating or not easy. Like I just know what's the right step and I can trust myself with those decisions and that money. And that feels powerful. Like the fact that I'm in this room with people who are making more money than me, who've been in business much longer than me and are further along in their journeys. It's like the fact that I'm in that room is a testament to me because we're learning the same things. I'm just learning them earlier on in my business. So I use all of this as evidence for me. And I am so like proud of my growth because before I didn't have this sense of belonging and like self-worth it wasn't there. And then I would go into these contexts and it was really hard. It was like a pressure cooker for personal growth. But now I'm here and I'm like, yeah, whatever. Like, I'm just myself. I told them flat out, I was like, yeah, I'm a super hippie. I'm like a woo woo person. Let me just get that out of the way. Like, I'm not going to change who I am to be in this room and try to like impress these people or fit this mold. I'm just like, yeah, I know I'm awesome. I know I have a lot to learn. I'm so glad I'm here. And I'm so grateful to be in this totally different container and this totally different room. So, like, I guess the big takeaway of the week is cultivating this sense of belonging, cultivating this sense of enoughness, which has to start inside. And I had to keep putting myself in rooms and getting uncomfortable in order to get to where I am now. It's like because I had all those experiences that were really challenging, like that's what led me to where I am now. And I'm grateful to be here because the energy is totally different. And now I know, like, I'm going to take away the most from this room. And I am so grateful that I said yes. So yeah, I'm curious to know, like, what comes up for you when you hear all of that? I would love to hear it. If you want to reply to the email, to my weekly newsletter email and just tell me, like, what are your thoughts coming up? I would love to hear it. And I'd love for this to be a back and forth conversation. Thanks for watching this newsletter. I really appreciate it. Like I said, I'm trying something new, but I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm not going to be sending a newsletter next week because in Costa Rica, I'm going to be off the tech. But then I'll see you in 2 weeks when I get back. Peace out. Have a great rest of your Money Monday.